Siema, z tej strony German od kanału RaczejKonsolowo i kontynuujemy nasze Summer Game Fest 2022. Tym razem oglądam Day of the Devs. Day of the Devs to taki event indykowy prowadzony jest przez studio Double Fine, można powiedzieć, albowiem główne role odgrywa tam Tim Schafer oraz Greg Rice, który teraz pracuje w PlayStation. Oni eksplorują świat indie, deweloperów indie i wybierają tytuły, które chcą nagłośnić, o których chcą powiedzieć. I rok temu ominąłem ich pokaz, natomiast w tym roku postanowiłem sobie, że tego nie mogę zrobić, bo już rok temu był właśnie tak świetny i tak fajne tytuły były tam pokazywane, że naprawdę obiecałem sobie, że w tym roku zobaczę ich materiał, że nagram o nich na gorąco nasze RaczejKonsolowo, co właśnie zamierzam teraz zrobić. Więc tutaj zero oczekiwań, bo oni zawsze pokazują zupełnie cudaczne rzeczy, więc leci.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Day of the Devs.
Day of the Devs!
What? You don't know what Day of the Devs is? Day of the Devs is the greatest and definitely the oldest independent games festival that exists. It was started over 10 years ago by Double Fine Productions and I Am 8-Bit to celebrate the best independent games out there and bring them to you, the fans. We want to bring developers and players together to get together, play games, and have a great time.
Macie wytłumaczenie.
It used to be a physical event only in San Francisco, but now it has gone digital so the whole world can enjoy it. And we're really excited this year to be part of Summer Game Fest. So sit back, relax, put on your party hats.
This thing? I'm supposed to put this on?
That's right, everybody, put on your party hats. Everybody. Everybody. That's right, that looks good. Now we're cooking. Put on your party hat and enjoy Day of the Devs.
Chyba całe studio po prostu Double Fine się jakby angażuje w to.
We got a new one today. This is from a good friend Michael Frey and Rafael Munoz. Previously, Michael made a game called Kids with Playables that we published at Double Fine Presents, and this is his new one. It's about the limited time we have on Earth told through the life of a fly. This is called Time Flies.
Hello, everyone. My name is Michael. You might know my work from a game called Plug and Play. I co-founded a company called Playables where we made a game called Kids. But today we're going to talk about this guy in my upcoming project that is a collaboration with Rafael Munoz, who is the principal programmer on the game. The project we're collaborating on is called Time Flies. Time Flies is about a limited time
Okay.
in this world. In Switzerland, where I'm right now, we have a life expectancy of maybe 84 years. In the US, it's about 77 years. So you have a little bit less time to achieve the things you want in your life.
O, ale jest to spoko zrobione. Widzę tutaj dokładne inspiracje Minute, tak? Minute się nazywała ta gra, w której ma się 60 sekund tylko na zrobienie czegokolwiek i progres z jednego życia przechodzi do następnego.
In Time Flies, the things you can achieve are nicely prepared on a bucket list. This is a very small part of that bucket list. So these are the things you can do in the world.
Aha, get drunk, make a friend, okej. Tam na ziemi pewnie jakaś mucha była, jeśli chodzi o ten piksel. Nice. Ale czas leci tylko wtedy, kiedy jesteśmy tak jakby na zewnątrz, tak z dużej perspektywy patrzymy na świat. A nie, to był cień na ziemi. Go on tour, okej.
The game is coming to PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, PC and Mac sometime next year. Please visit timeflies.buzz
Nie na Xboxa.
where you can sign up.
A
for
ja
the
wiem
newsletter,
dlaczego.
so you get updated when it's out, or you find a link to the Steam page where you can wishlist the game. Thank you.
Mądry facet, jeśli nie wypuszcza tego na Xboxie.
Our next game is Planet of Lana, the debut title from Sweden-based Wishfully Studios.
Ale ma
and
koszulkę z
published by
Brutal Legend.
Wonderful Publishing. The gameplay is reminiscent of dark side-scrollers like Inside and Little Nightmares, but the vibes could not be more different. Who are these enigmatic enemies? What do they want with Lana's sister and her world? And what other secrets are there to uncover in this beautiful, boundless environment?
Hello, my name is Adam Stjernljus and I'm the creative director at Wishfully. We're a small indie game studio in Sweden making Planet of Lana.
A to już widziałem. To chyba było na pokazie właśnie Xboxa.
In our game you play a young girl called Lana, who is forced out on a mission to save her sister that has been taken away by an invading robot army. Early on in the game, Lana meets the mystical creature Mui.
Yay.
You quickly develop a strong bond and friendship to Mui, and she proves to be both intelligent and loyal.
Yellow. Ima. Olaj.
Being her own personality, Mui also has things that she's afraid of.
Neno muy.
But being small and agile also has its advantages. For example, being able to reach places that you can't.
Ładne bardzo.
Pamaki muy. Yellow.
She also has this special ability she can use to control some of the strange creatures of this planet.
Muy. Yellow.
Właśnie chciałem powiedzieć, że brakuje mi czegoś takiego właśnie pod kątem game designu, jakiegoś haczyka. Bo po prostu wygląda na bardzo ładnego platformera 2D.
Together, you have to make it through both the harsh and beautiful environments of Novo. Past dangerous robots, through deep and cold caves,
Olaj muy.
unraveling long forgotten mysteries that all lead to your destined future.
Nie no, nie chcę mówić, nie. Wygląda bardzo ładnie i tajemniczo i tak jakby te wszystkie checkboxy gdzieś są, nie?
Planet of Lana is really a labor of love, and we're very excited.
Ale
here at
nie-
Wishfully
nie
to
widzę
bring
tego
you
haczyka,
what we
nie?
believe is a truly unique adventure. And beyond the companion-based puzzle solving and hand-painted art style, you will experience an engaging story with twists and turns that hopefully will stay with you long after the credits have rolled.
Może to wystarczy.
Planet of Lana is coming to Xbox and PC this year, and you can wishlist right now at Steam or sign up at our newsletter at planetoflana.com.
This next title from Two Star Games is quite literally an on-the-rails shooter. You and your little yellow train with its mounted machine gun and exquisite collection of bobbleheads will face off against a demonic clown-faced train who is hell-bent on devouring human flesh. This is Choo Choo Charles.
Hey, I'm Gavin. I'm the solo developer behind Two Star Games, and I'm currently making Choo Choo Charles.
Ach, to.
It's an open-world horror game where you navigate an island in an old train, upgrade it over time, and then use it to fight an evil spider train named Charles. If you pump enough lead into his face, that'll probably encourage him to run off and find something else to eat. You have one goal above all else, and that's to summon Charles to a 1v1 and fight him to the death. To do that, you'll need to explore the open world, looting abandoned areas and completing missions for the locals to gain powerful new weapons and scraps that you can use to upgrade your train's speed, armor, and damage.
No ciekawe. Coś mi się tutaj z dźwiękiem stało, muszę sprawdzić. No to niestety to wideo. Na razie bez dźwięku, tak czy siak mogę ten oglądać. Co ten Charles nawet przez takie korytarze jest w stanie przejść? Myślę, że jak to jest pociąg, to raczej będąc w tak zamkniętych pomieszczeniach, to raczej nic nie grozi tutaj. Nie. Czyli jednak jest też zagrożenie poza tym pająkiem.
There, because it might be unwise to wander too far from your train.
Okej, czyli wrócił mi
If you
dźwięk.
encounter Charles while you're roaming around, it doesn't matter what you do now because you have
Znowu uciekł dźwięk. O, teraz go już goni ten cały Charles. No. Przeżyje? Nie. Nie, 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 nie.
If it sounds like something for you, be sure to follow and wishlist Choo Choo Charles on Steam. I'd greatly appreciate it. It really does mean a lot.
Fajny jest ten
We've got a
projekt.
special one for you. It's very personal and near and dear to iam8bit because it's a iam8bit Presents published title. It's called Escape Academy, and think of it like Hogwarts, but for escape rooms. It's from developer Coin Crew Games, and they hail from the arcade amusement space. They've designed escape rooms in real life. Better they talk about their game than me. Here they are.
Hey, I'm Mike.
I'm Wyatt.
And I'm Michelle, the art director.
Wait, am I supposed to say I'm the... Hey, I'm Mike.
I'm Wyatt. We're the founders.
And I'm Michelle, the art director.
Oof, okay. This is... I hate that.
All right, once more with feeling. Hey, I'm Mike.
I'm Wyatt.
And I'm Michelle.
And we're Coin Crew Games. When Coin Crew Games was founded, we were actually building real-world escape rooms and arcade machines, but when the pandemic hit, we needed to pivot. So we decided to take those learnings, building real-world escape rooms, and transpose them into a digital format, and thus Escape Academy was born.
Mądrzy ludzie tak przemienić swój biznes ze względu na to, co się dzieje w świecie.
That you can play either single player or co-op. You play as a student at this titular, mysterious Escape Academy, where you get to master the art of puzzle solving and train to become the ultimate escapist.
What are you waiting for? A room full of gas is no place to relax.
We're all fans of escape rooms, so when we couldn't find a digital, authentic escape room experience, we decided to make one ourselves.
Nice.
Walls are often misleading at the academy.
Escape Academy isn't just a puzzle game, it's an escape
Ładnie
room,
wygląda
and
grafika.
it brings that play pattern home. We have a huge amount of puzzles in this game, and they never repeat. And in addition to that, you can solve every puzzle using just your mind, no dexterity required, although you may want to bring a paper and pencil.
Nice.
The academic theming gave us the leverage to create a wide variety of rooms that support the narrative and put players in situations they would never find themselves
Bardzo
in
spoko,
real
fajnie
life
to
escape
wygląda.
rooms.
When we were designing the game, it was really helpful to have the experience of both playing a lot of escape rooms and designing real-world escape rooms as sort of a design anchor to buoy us to.
I did not anticipate the rodent assisting you. Bad turmeric.
Nie wiem, czy ten zwiastun powinien być tak długi. Trochę to wygląda tak, jakby zdradzali
We really took our time to
rozwiązania
create an eclectic cast of students and
escape
faculty
roomów.
members that help guide you throughout the academic journey of Escape Academy.
Fajny jest ten art style, naprawdę.
Building on the lessons that you get in each room and raising the stakes throughout your journey at the academy was definitely a design pillar we wanted to make sure came through in the final game.
I am not feeling so well. Analysis. I have succumbed to disco fever.
Escape Academy is coming to Xbox, PlayStation, and PC on July 14th and will be available day one on Xbox Game Pass. And you can wishlist us today on Steam.
We'll see you at the academy.
Thanks!
Escape Academy!
This game's for all those fans of organization out there, all those organizers. It's from a studio called Max Inferno, and it's a game about getting things lined up just right. It's called A Little to the Left.
Okej, fajny tytuł. Co?
Hi, I'm Annie.
Hi, and I'm Lucas, and we are Max Inferno.
Yep, and we're really excited to share with you today a cozy puzzle game that we've been working on called A Little to the Left.
Dla tych pedantów.
A Little to the Left is a game where you sort, stack, and tidy up the house. In each level, puzzles are hidden among regular household objects, and you solve them by arranging items in a very particular way.
O rany.
Many of the levels have multiple solutions. It's all about observation and imagining the different structures that could be at play. The game takes inspiration from our own home and some of our own little tendencies.
Mhm.
Another big source of inspiration for the game is our cat, Rookie, who should be around here somewhere. Occasionally, this cat will show up on the periphery of your gameplay and undo your tidy work, just to shake things up a little bit.
Muszę o tej grze
The game
powiedzieć
starts off pretty
Ani.
simple, but as you progress, the logic behind the puzzles becomes a little more surreal.
I kod do środka.
There is a lot to tidy up in A Little to the Left. Actually, every day brings something new. With the daily tidy delivery, you get even more out of our favorite puzzles. And you earn fun badges too. Well, thanks for stopping by.
We hope you enjoy A Little to the Left when it releases later this year.
See you later.
Bye.
Para? Chyba tak, nie? Fajne.
I've been excited about this one ever since it was announced ages ago. It's from developer Gummy Cat. It's called Bear and Breakfast. And the title says it all. You're a bear, you run in bed and breakfast in the woods, and it's really freaking fun. We're debuting a brand new animated trailer, a bunch of gameplay you've never seen, and finally announcing a release date.
World premiere. The fuck?
I'm Ioana.
And I'm Radesh. We're from Gummy Cat in Romania.
Today, we're showing you our first game called Bear and Breakfast. It's a laid-back management adventure game where you build and run a B&B in the woods, but you're a bear.
O, jaki fajny art style.
In Bear and Breakfast, you play as Hank, a young, curious bear from Silver Valley who lives in a small home with his mom and two best friends. We grew up on management sims. Games like Theme Hospital were big inspirations for us, but we also wanted to make a game that tells a story alongside the usual management stuff. So it turns out that humans are coming back for some reason, and they need a place to stay. There's old rundown buildings all over the place, and you're just the bear for the job.
Okay.
The game follows a linear story that you advance by solving quests. A lot of them involve finding materials, building rooms, crafting furniture, and decorating stuff.
Okay, nice.
The actual furniture you do make awards different kinds of points. For instance, beds give comfort, showers give hygiene, that type of thing. You have to make sure that your room scores are high enough to satisfy whatever your guests are asking for. Each type of score comes with its own challenges. For example, later on, you'll need to cook food for your guests through a minigame.
To wygląda bardzo fajnie, naprawdę. Podoba mi się styl graficzny, który mi trochę przypomina animację Cartoon Network. Szczególnie tą łomisiak z Cartoon Network. No właśnie, bo był tam jakiś wilk czy coś.
We're very excited to be part of Day of the Devs this year, and we can't wait to introduce you all to Hank and his friends when Bear and Breakfast launches later this summer. Thank you.
Spoko. Nie, to wygląda akurat fajnie. To jest fajnie, że jest ten zamysł z tym misiem. To brzmi bardzo śmiesznie, bo normalnie tego rodzaju gry są dla mnie nudne i nie chcę się w nie grać, ale to wygląda na bardzo uroczy kawał kodu, więc spoko. Nice.
So I don't want to say a lot about this next one. It's full of secrets and puzzles and mystery that are best discovered on your own. It's a beautiful game from a studio called Shared Memory. It's a pixel art Metroidvania full of interesting creatures. It's called Animal Well.
Hi, I'm Billy Basso. Today I'm going to be showing you a game I've been working on called Animal Well.
Gdzieś to słyszałem albo widziałem coś o
In
tym.
Animal Well, you explore a surreal and sometimes dangerous pixel art labyrinth that is filled with secrets.
Ale fantastyczne kolory. I efekty.
As you explore, you'll encounter various creatures, but it's not always clear if they're friendly or not, so it's best to proceed with some amount of caution.
Mapka bardzo Hollow Knightowa.
Throughout the game, you're going to find various items
Bardzo, bardzo,
that
bardzo.
will give you new abilities and help you solve some puzzles.
Tak, tego kota pamiętam.
Every item in the game has multiple uses, but you're going to have to experiment if you want to figure out what they all are.
Wow, fajny to jest z tym frisbeem. O. No i to jest coś, nie? Tak jak mówiłem tam w tej poprzedniej grze z tym, tą Luna chyba czegoś tak, Planet of Luna czy jakoś, czy World of Luna. Tutaj już był jakiś taki jeden gimmick, coś małego, co było interesujące pod kątem designu i już od razu ten tytuł jest dla mnie bardziej apetyczny, jeśli chodzi o sprawdzenie go.
Throughout the game, you'll see a lot of things like fluid sims or dynamic lighting effects that haven't really been used in a pixel art game before.
Pod kątem efektów wygląda to bardzo mocno jak Last Night, chyba czy Late Night. Starzeję się i mam problemy z zapamiętywaniem tytułów.
But then there's a second layer, which for most games you would consider this part like 100%ing the game. There are lots of hidden items in nooks and crannies throughout the world. They're not obvious, and you might need some help to find these. The third layer has puzzles that don't really present themselves as puzzles. They might go unnoticed for years potentially, or they might require some community collaboration to solve.
W ogóle nie skoczył teraz, więc nie wiem czemu.
Also, there's a puzzle in this video that may require some community collaboration to understand. But
chodzi o tego DS-a dziwnie tam pokazującego gdzieś tam.
And then while you're doing that, you can maybe wishlist it. But yeah, thank you so much.
Jakaś dziwna okładka z DS-a była po lewej stronie tego ekranu. Tak, ale ten Animal Well. Super.
Next up is Naiad, a colorful exploration game where you play as a water nymph, traversing a zen and peaceful world. This game comes to us from Highwarp, a solo developer from Spain.
Hi, I'm really happy to be part of the 10th anniversary of Day of the Devs at this exciting Summerfest edition. I'm Melwin from Highwarp, a solo dev indie studio from Spain, working on bringing to life very unique and personal games. I would like to share with you a preview of Naiad, a relaxing and colorful exploration adventure overflowing by a river. I put all my love creating every part of this game, so please enjoy.
Naiad. Ładniutkie. Czy ta postać pływa na plecach po prostu?
The journey starts with the birth of a little water nymph at the spring of the river. Naya will grow up and mature, obtaining vitality from floating leaves and flowers, learning to swim like a duck, dive like a fish, dance like a frog, finding other adorable friends like butterflies, rabbits, snakes, turtles, crocodiles, and much more. Help them to find their way, avoiding obstacles and dangers, using your skills. You will immerse through a lot of beautiful places like a deep forest, a dark cave, a joyful creek, and more. Water, symbolizing life, starts pure and fresh, and little by little it will be fading into dark. You can sing to regenerate the nature, making sprout flowers in your path, and you must do your best, because the humans are controlling this river world. Humans create their own fake rivers, like these noisy roads with strange smoke creatures. You are the guardian of this river, and that seems to be a difficult task, but don't be afraid, because a tiny cloud will take care of you from the sky. The beautiful hair of Nayad is like its vitality. You can make it grow up under the sun rays, change its color, even tie small flowers on it. Creating Nayad, I focused on a wholesome experience. Enjoy it at your own pace. Exploring,
Wygląda na takie
flow.
grę pod kątem relaksu i
Thank you for watching.
no, pochłonięcia się w tej przygodzie, czy tam takim po prostu ładnym obrazem. Też nie widzę nic takiego, co by było jakoś specjalnie tak właśnie pod kątem designu, jakiegoś feature'a, więc chodzi tylko i wyłącznie o tą część taką właśnie relaksu i ucieczki.
If you ever find yourself longing for the good old days, then why not take a trip back to the Stone Age in this cooperative life and farming simulation game from Sodaden and Cryptico. Hunt and gather to care for your settlement, explore the ancient world around you, and best of all, become a friend to the mammoths. This is Roots of Pachá.
Hi, I'm Timo, co-founder of Sodaden along with my brother.
Hi, I'm Karen, the narrative designer. We're based in San Diego with the rest of the team in Argentina.
Hola a todos, I am Dancer, the main artist.
And I'm Johnny, Timo's brother. We are the team developing Roots of Pachá, a farming sim set in the Stone Age where you help your clan develop the ideas that shaped humanity.
In a time when there weren't stores to buy seeds or anything else, you'll build your village from the ground up. Instead of using money, you'll transform the world around you by contributing and working with your clan. Starting small, you'll explore the regions of this new land, discovering plants and resources along the way.
Harvest Moon.
Many of the ideas you develop were the cornerstones of early civilizations like farming, domesticating animals, and the creation of tools that are now common. Ideas
Myślę,
will
że
build on one
moje
another,
dzieciaki
and
mogłyby
after
w
a
to się
while,
zagrywać.
you'll find your
Tak
community
sobie myślę.
transformed.
Tego to nawet w Harvest Moonie nie było tak zaawansowanych tych. Tu jakieś wielkie gotowanie.
To try and explain who you are and why you're here.
No ciekawe, ciekawe.
The game's Stone Age setting was inspired by the book The Clan of the Cave Bear. Roots of Pachá is set in simpler times, but the society is still complex.
No, to jednak może nie dla dzieciaków, bo jednak wygląda na skomplikowane, bardzo dużo systemów i mechanik.
Making a dish and creating a reason to gather. As you discover ways to make life easier, you'll find time to experience all the fun Pachá's world has to offer.
Wyścigi, gra rytmiczna,
You'll get to know your clan, meet others living around you, and maybe even find that special someone. Our love of farming sims started with the first Harvest Moon.
Właśnie.
And Stardew Valley took it to the next level. With Roots of Pacha, we want to make our own unique contribution to the genre.
Właśnie. Czyli tak jakby
We're working on this
naturalna
project all of our
progresja.
hearts. We're super excited for you to play the final version. In the meantime, we have a brand new demo that just went live today.
Thanks for having us. Muchas gracias.
No to jest ciekawe. Już mi się ten program podoba.
And now I am very pleased to present a world premiere from our friends at Us2 Games, the folks who brought you Monument Valley, Alba, and a bunch of other really, really cool games. Here it is.
World premiere.
At Us2 Games, we really try and take what's meaningful and great about games and deliver that to everybody. So with Monument Valley, we made people care about a character for the first time if they've never really engaged with games very much. And with Alba Wildlife Adventure, we took open world games and packaged that into a kind of theme about saving an island that more people are going to want to engage with than just the hardcore. And with this game, what we really want to do is take these genres that we really love, like roguelike games and turn-based tactics, add a little bit of sports game in there as well, and themes about dreams and conflicting fears, and really package that together into something that feels really unique. In the game, you play the role of Desta. He's a young person in their early 20s who's coming home for the first time, having not left home in the very best way. Their relationship with their mother and their family and their friends, there's a few of them that were a little bit broken. And they were broken because they didn't really have the words to say. And their father, who used to be a big part of their life, unfortunately passes away, and they don't have those tools and that person to lean on to bridge that gap. So they manage to go home, they find this old ball they used to play with their dad, and when they try and fall asleep with it, they find themselves in a world between worlds, neither asleep nor awake. And when they're in this, they can explore these moments, these memories, and solve these creative problems through a ball game. And when they do that, they find the right words to say to confront these people.
The people we're going to be meeting in Desta's dreams are people who were significant to Desta before they left town a couple of years back. And there are lots of people they don't know quite as well, too, and some people who have been shaped by Desta's impression of them in their dreams. But they've all had a profound impact on Desta's life. These characters are really interesting because all of them are interwoven as part of Desta's story, but also with each other.
Figurki
They
Sonika
don't
pod
disappear as
monitorem.
abstractions, but they
Ja
really
mam pod
feel like a part of the
monitorem.
makeup of Desta's background. One way or another, the people that Desta meets throughout the game help
Megamana.
Desta become who they are today. And they've taught Desta a number of different things, like standing up for themselves, taking risks, expressing themselves, and more. There are a few different themes in the story, but I would say that certainly loss is a big part of it. Finding yourself, courage and perseverance, and reawakening. No pun intended.
It feels like we've been able to put a lot of ourselves into Desta. The same is true for pretty much all of our games, but Desta in particular is very personal to a lot of the members of the team. I'm sure we can all relate to some of the themes of maybe having ghosted a friend and not being sure how you could like get back in touch with them, or dwelling over how you might have said something in a conversation and like having that play over and over in
Kto
your
dzisiaj
mind.
tak
which is, like,
drukuje
one of the core
jakieś
themes of the
materiały?
game.
It's definitely got more depth and more game mechanics than
Chociaż
anything
mają
we've made
wszędzie
before,
na
and it's
ścianach i
been
tak dalej
designed from the ground
porozwieszane
up to
te
be a
materiały.
multi-platform title. We're really looking forward to telling you more about Desta, the memories between, in the coming weeks and the coming months.
No kolejnie artystycznie i akurat
This
cała
next
gra
game
jest
is
ciekawa,
called
jeśli chodzi o
Ship.
gameplay.
It's a shadow platformer. You're a little blobby character platforming around inside shadows, and a game with a really cool minimalist graphic art style. I hope you like it.
Hi, I'm Ewout and I'm the developer of Schim.
And I'm Niels from Exernice, and I help Ewout develop Schim. We're located in the north of the Netherlands in a town called Leeuwarden.
We are a team of 2, plus the talented people at Moonseller, who do the audio.
Okej, nice, a więc Dobra.
Schim is a game where you move around in shadows. You play as a schim, a shadow creature. As a whole, Schim is made to be approachable for a variety of players. At its core, it's about jumping around in shadows and platforming towards the end of a level. Each shadow has their own Schim. The player plays around as a Schim of a human. However, this Schim is separated from their person, and it's up to you to find your way back.
Spoko.
In the game,
Jak powiedzieli, że porusza się w cieniu, no to pomyślałem po prostu jak w tęczu, czy w czymś takim, ale okej, naprawdę porusza się tylko i wyłącznie.
By finding their object. Schim takes big inspiration from the feeling of playing as a child.
Tak, moje dzieci też jak biegamy po dworze, to bawią się, że w chodzeniu po cieniu. Zmyślne.
Check it out and follow us at schimgame.com.
To jest spoko. Bardzo fajny pomysł.
Hi everyone and thank you Dev the Dev for
I faktycznie minimalistyczna grafika też tą... O! Asobu. Kiedyś robiłem wywiad z grupą Archipel, która zajmuje się deweloperami w Japonii i nagrywa o nich dokumenty. I kiedy mieliśmy nagrywać pierwszy raz materiał, to właśnie oni mówili, że teraz nie mogą, bo mają rotowania, jeśli chodzi o swój zespół. I chodziło właśnie o tą panią, która odeszła tak jakby z ich ekipy i założyła właśnie Asobu, czyli organizację, która wspiera indywidualnych indie deweloperów w Japonii.
Fox and Frog Travelers, The Demon of Arashino Island, is a 3D action adventure game with a Japanese-inspired atmosphere. You will play as Fox, her girl who finds herself on Arashino Island and starts
Ale to
traveling with frogs.
ślicznie, tak fajnie Trochę mi to przypomina ten styl z Play 1, tam 2, gdzie są te prerenderowane otoczenie i postacie 3D umiejscowione w tych takich renderowanych lokacjach.
Fox and Frog Travelers is developed by Rias, an illustrator and concept artist that came up with the idea for it, based on one of his illustrations. Fox and Frog Long Journey Through the Night is planned for release in a few years. First game of the young solo developer Yo Fuji, Goodbye World is a narrative game about two young indie game creators, the shy Kani and the extrovert Kumade.
Okej, gra o deweloperach. This is so-called pixel art graphics.
Mixing influences from comics like Ghost World and games like The Beginner's Guide or Moses 3. Goodbye World is a tale about the passion and struggles that comes with game creation. Through 13 chapters of the story, rendered in beautiful pixel art in a resolution close to the Super NES and Game Boy Advance.
Jakie fajne rzeczy deweloperzy z Japonii robią.
Goodbye World is due out on Steam later this year. If you like those games, don't hesitate to wishlist and to follow the devs on Twitter. And if you are interested by Japanese indie scene or indie games, you can follow us on Twitter, on Discord, chat with us, and watch our indie game showcase, which is coming this summer. And thank you again for watching, and Day of the Devs for having us.
Super.
The process of moving to a new city can be daunting. Our next game, Birth, from solo developer Madison Carr, who hails from Chicago, explores the idea of quelling loneliness through this puzzle adventure.
Hi, my name is Madison, and I am making a game called Birth.
Point and click, takie rozwiązywanie zagadek.
Birth is a point and click puzzle game about living alone in a large city. In order to quell your loneliness, you decide to create a creature, a friend, a partner for yourself, by collecting spare bones and organs that you find while traversing the city.
Jesus.
You will explore libraries and post offices and museums and
Ale jest creepy.
and apartments that don't belong to you. In each of these buildings, you will meet creatures, and you will get to know them by searching through their personal belongings.
Creepy jest.
Their laptops and phones, their cabinets and their notebooks. Within these personal belongings, there are puzzles. Some are physics-based, some are pattern-based, some are abstract. There are no instructions, and you are rarely doing the same thing twice.
Fucking hell.
Alongside the main game, there are optional hidden tokens that you can find to unlock secret buildings and treasures. Birth comes out this August. I made this game with my whole heart, and I hope that you like it.
Wygląda i z jednej strony bardzo ciekawie i strasznie creepy. Ale jestem sobie wyobrazić masę osób, którym się to cholernie spodoba, jeśli chodzi o ten art style i ton tej gry.
In our next title, How to Say Goodbye, you play as the ghost of a person who's recently died and is embarking on the journey of accepting their own death. The mechanics underscore the message that there's always a way through grief. You may get stuck, but you can always stop, reevaluate, and keep moving. It's all just part of the puzzle.
Hi, I'm Florian, co-author of the upcoming narrative puzzle game, How to Say Goodbye.
Ludzka kreatywność nie zna granic.
How to Say Goodbye, you help a group of quirky ghosts overcome various obstacles and conundrums by reorganizing the level as you like. Moving one tile will also push the surrounding tiles.
Ciekawostka.
The puzzle elements are only moved around, but never removed. So, just like a Rubik's Cube, the puzzles never end up in a state where you can't solve them.
Mhm. Nice. Zaraz klucz. Okej, już zaczynam łapać, ale znowu ciekawa koncepcja i design.
Follow various characters, looking to discover why they are still here and how to move
Widzę, że
on,
za niedługo się
while
kończy ten
trying to
materiał,
escape
więc
the
pewnie jeszcze
grasp
jedna
of
gra
an
się
evil
zmieści.
wizard who doesn't know how to let go.
Towe. Nie wiem, czy on się przedstawił z jakiegoś kraju, ale czyli ze Skandynawii jest, tak?
But we intend the experience to be as gentle, kind and positive as possible. If this sounds like something that you would be interested in, please wishlist the game. It would mean a lot to us. Thank you.
No, ciekawe. Spoko. Ciekawe, czy jeszcze będzie jakaś jedna gra?
Oh, hi. Well, wasn't that a great show and a great cake, and it's all gone, and so now we have to say goodbye. I hope you liked that. I hope you liked all the games. Thank you to all the developers.
Lubię tego gościa. Z takim bardzo pozytywnym akcentem naszej branży.
Special thanks to all of our generous sponsors. You've always been there for us, and we could not do this without you. PlayStation, Idea Xbox, Nintendo, Steam, Epic Games Store. Y'all are awesome. Thank you. Extra special thanks to Dose One, the Magic Man, for supplying all the beats and sound effects and tunes you hear in every Summer Game Fest edition of Day of the Devs. We couldn't have done any of this without you, or at least it'd be really quiet.
Na Spotify sobie go słucham.
We're not done with the Day of the Devs 10th anniversary just yet. If you go to dayofthedevs.com and sign up for our newsletter, you will be amongst the first
Czyli już bez
to
gry
hear about
żadnej.
all the excitement that's to come this year.
Other than that, thank you so much to everybody who watched, and we'll see you next year. Bye.
We'll see you next time.
Aha! You thought it was over, but it is actually not. Day of the Devs continues with a special after-party performance by the one and only Peter Berkman of Anamanaguchi fame. He's debuting new music from a game you've probably never heard of. It's called Little Nemo and the Guardians of Slumberland. And the reason you haven't heard of it is because it's debuting on Kickstarter at this very freaking moment. Enjoy. See you later. Thanks for tuning in to Day of the Devs Summer Game Fest Edition. Bye.
Dobra, tu mi się akurat materiał już skończył, więc już cokolwiek miałoby tam jeszcze być, chyba że ten koncert to już nie było pokazane. Natomiast mega super. Ja chłonę takie materiały, dlatego ja ten showcase'y indie, guerrilla i tak dalej też zamierzam gdzieś tam oglądać. Wholesome showcase też zamierzam. Jaram się tym wszystkim, co dzieje się w scenie indie i jak wiele ci mali deweloperzy, co są jednoosobowi, wypluwają w świat. Jest to absolutnie super sprawa. Strasznie rośnie gdzieś tak w człowieku. Fajne, tak jakby można powiedzieć, to myślenie o tej branży i w ogóle o przyszłości gier, kiedy się na to wszystko patrzy. Bo mieliśmy dyskusję nawet gdzieś tam ostatnio na podcaście na temat, czy gry to tylko i wyłącznie grafika i gameplay i tak dalej. I oczywiście jeszcze raz podkreślę, że to, że coś ma 300-milionowy budżet, to nie od razu oznacza, że nie jest ani przyjemne w graniu, ani kreatywne, czy cokolwiek w ten sposób. No natomiast prawdziwa kreatywność taka z krwi i kości i rewolucyjność rozwiązań to akurat właśnie jest tutaj, w tych grach. Beer and Breakfast bardzo mi się podobało. Podobało mi się Animal Well, kiedy już zrozumiałem, czym ta gra jest. Podobało mi się również te gry z Japonii, ten Frog and the Fox. Było super. Szczególnie to, bo tamta druga gra była taka właśnie w stylu Modern czy Earthbounda. Mnie te gry średnio jakby interesowały gdzieś tam. Więc to na pewno super i myślę, że ciekawy showcase. Nie żałuję, że go oglądałem. Dajcie znać, co wy myślicie o nim. No i zaczynam następne materiały już tam chłonąć i nagrywać powoli, więc trzymajcie się do następnego. Na razie.